I just came back from running and I thought of sharing some ideas and my life experiences with you. Guys, I haven't bathed, so please forgive me if you see anything that's not supposed to be where it should be. I know if I go take a bath, I might delay. I have a meeting today at 11:30, so I'm taking the advantage of the time I have before the meeting. So here's the thing, guys. I started running in 2016 around September, I think. I just joined this company in Rosebank, Bika Incorporated in Rosebank in 2016. And they suggested that we start being more active because for health reasons, and I felt like it's something that I would like to do. Considering that a few years before then, I was actually diagnosed with a chronic sickness of which I needed to be more active. So I took the advantage of the suggestion that our boss then that if we can run lunchtime for like few minutes or 30 minutes or so. And ever since that time, I never stopped. So today I ran 10 kilometers. I think the longest I ran 18 kilometers. Yeah. So my goal now is 20 kilometers. So what happened? What motivated me or what encouraged me to start running? It was because in 2014, when I was heavily pregnant with my son, Toriso, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. Okay, so me not understanding and not even knowing what a high blood pressure is, what is it, what is that? So I didn't take it serious. I gave birth and it still insisted it stayed. So and when I was going to the clinic for the baby, and the nurse was like, Sissy, you didn't take your medication, your blood pressure is still very high. You need to take this seriously and, eat in the morning and take your medication. And you also, she suggested few things that are not good for me while I have high blood pressure. By that time, it didn't really click anywhere in my mind that what is it is this high blood pressure thing. So being interested because I felt like I was dizzy a lot. I had a lot of headaches. And because of the food that I was eating then, they were just adding on top of the sickness I had. But I didn't know. So such information is just not everywhere. Oh, it is out there, but if you don't have to know, you don't really go out there and research or read about it. So I started being interested in understanding what is this high blood pressure, what are the causes, and what can I do to keep it stable. And I learned a lot. And being active was one of the things that came up. That being active, whether you take walks, you do skipping or whatever that you choose. And I chose running. And at the beginning, it was not nice. I remember the first time I did 3 kilometers. I was so tired. My whole body was sore the whole week. But I didn't give up. I did not give up. I didn't even know what I was expecting out of running. But, when the time went past by, I got used to running because the feeling, let me tell you, when you run or any type of an exercise, when you do it for the first time, it is not easy. It is not nice. You feel a lot of pain after or a day before, a day after. So it's not easy, and a lot of people give up. You go for a run today, and tomorrow when you wake up, you feel your thighs are on fire. You're like, no, if this is what I'm going to be living with, I'd rather not do it because now I can't deal with the pain. So one now can ask me, because you've been running for years, do you still feel pain when you run? The answer is not really. I don't feel pain. My thighs are not on fire anymore because my body now is fit, because I do run once a week now on a Saturday, and I'll push to do 15 kilometers or more. So today I ran 10. So on Saturday, I'll see if I can run 15 or push for 17 or 18. I'll see. But my body is now used to running, because I've been running for a long time. And as well as when I'm at home, sometime I take time to excuse me, do squats and sit-ups and all those things, that to keep, the momentum, not lose the momentum. So it is not painful. When I run, sometimes I get out of breath. It's one of the challenges that I have as someone who's running with high blood pressure. I don't know if any other person is dealing with or it's getting the same challenges I am getting. If you are also having high blood pressure and you run and you feel, let's share what are the things that you feel when you run. For me, it's getting like out of breath now and again, so I have to be careful. I don't have to push too hard, everything is okay. And the second thing that I chose to put more attention on was the food that I eat, because I remember that nurse that was telling me to take this serious and take my medication and eat in the morning. She told me to make sure that the food that I eat, I don't put salt. I don't put a lot of salt, because guys, salt, it's just like sugar. Those things we were never taught, and most of us, even today, we are parents. The badness of salt and the badness of sugar, as well as the badness of oil, because we just grew up eating these things, and there is nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing that I learned about food can actually make you, or they can break you. There's a lot of people who are sick because of what they consume. So myself as well, food played a big role in me getting the chronic sickness, because the food that I was eating when I was pregnant, they were just not a good diet, especially for someone who's pregnant. But because we have these things, it's culture, but when you're pregnant, it was just created, guys, that when you're pregnant, you have every excuse now that you can eat whatever because of cravings. But the consequences of that, actually, they're not so good, because look at me today. Almost 10 years later, I am dealing with that, and it can't go away. So unfortunately, I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life. So the goal of recording these videos, or the goal of my channel, actually, is to encourage and inspire someone to to just be careful and be considerate when they're making decisions, because what we go through today is the consequences of what we decided in the past. So if you want your tomorrow to be better, change how you think and the decisions you are making. So I'm hopeful that someone will look into what they do today, food-wise, or being active, so that they can have a longer life and a healthier life. So food was the second thing. I stopped eating most foods and drinks, because I didn't even know about this before, until I get to do a little research about the food that are good for me, that are going to help me keep my blood pressure stable, like cold drinks, those teas that have caffeine, like those strong teas. Rather just drink your rooibos. For me, I drink rooibos and green tea, and juice. I drink cranberry, the juice that I've been drinking for a long time. There was once where I went to the doctor. I used to struggle with bladder infection and all those sicknesses, and the doctor by then told me, you know what, you need to make cranberry juice your friend. So ever since that time, I take cranberry juice and water. Oh my goodness, water, just water. You know what, I drink, I think 500 milliliters of water in the morning, warm water. And guys, I got to a stage where now I can't drink cold water. It's a decision I made, not really for health reasons, but I'm happy with the results as well. So when I wake up, I drink warm water on an empty stomach, just after I brushed my teeth, before I put anything in my stomach. And that has helped me a lot. So water, just water, making sure that I drink 2 liters or more of water a day, has changed my life, because my skin is glowing. I'm always hydrated. So I replaced a lot of drinks with that. And now when again I'll have a glass of wine, of red dry wine. Also, I did a little research and I figured out, or I found out, that the wine that is good for me with a chronic sickness or a high blood pressure was a red dry wine. So I drink that, but I would say like once in 2 or 3 months. So I don't really drink alcohol that much. So with those things mentioned, so I can now share the benefits. What is it that I realized? Oh, now I see my life has changed. I'm more active, I'm more energetic, and flexibility. You know what? My body now feels lighter. I don't really have a lot of sicknesses. The only sickness I have, guys, is flu. So flu, unfortunately, I do have when every time the season changes. Other than that, I I don't know. I think headaches here and there. If maybe I'm stressing, if I have something on my mind that I can't make a decision on, then I get headaches. But other than that, guys, living with a chronic sickness is not easy. But when you know what to do and not what to do, it becomes easier, because if I don't figure out a way to live with it, I'll just cause myself more problems than solutions. So I just wanted to record this short video with you guys regarding the reason why I decided to run. So running became my life. Running becomes part of me. Like every day I think of when is it the next time that I'm going to be able to run, and I get very excited when I get a chance to go run and or do any kind of exercise. So that, I hope it helps you to look into your life, your health, because you are the only person who can change what is going on in your life today. And until the next video, beautiful ladies, let me go take a bath and prepare for my meeting. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye.